Air brakes. Question number 1. The application pressure gauge shows how much air pressure you have where. Actually, what the application pressure gauge shows, that's the question.
Are applying to the brakes.
Applying to the brakes.
Application, applying.
Application, applying. That's what you have application pressure gauge for, to see how much you are applying to the brakes. Application, applying. Very good. Question number 2. The spring brakes used on the chambers in a straight truck will bring you to a stop when air pressure drops below how many psi? Blank space. How many psi? That's something you just need to remember.
20.
It's 20 psi.
20 psi.
On 20 psi, the spring brakes automatically come on and will bring your truck to a stop without you. Okay?
This is what we call emergency brake.
brakes.
Emergency brake.
So when you read that brakes which bring you to a stop, not you press the brake pedal, they actually automatically will come on and bring the truck, the vehicle, to a full stop. 20 psi. Okay, very good. Number 3. Some air brake systems have an alcohol evaporator. What may happen if you don't keep the proper level of alcohol? Okay, and you need to remember, if even you don't know what the alcohol evaporator, what it is for, you may guess that if you don't keep the proper level, something wrong happen. Ice may form in the air storage tank and cause a brake failure.
Brake failure.
And again, second notice, if even you don't know anything about alcohol evaporator, brake failure happen.
Your keyword.
You don't keep the proper level of alcohol. You don't give the proper attention to the system. Brake could fail. Well, actually, they will. Okay. Ice may form and cause brake failure. Number 4. Your truck or bus has a dual air brake system. If a low air pressure warning comes on for only one system, what should you do for only one system? That's something, again, you shouldn't be tricked. Because if a low air pressure warning comes on, doesn't matter for one system, for 2, for 3, for all of them, what you need to do, you need to stop.
Bring your vehicle to complete stop.
Stop right away. That's what actually warning signal is for. You need to stop right away and park safely.
Safely park.
And continue only after the system is fixed. Alright? Very good. Let's see. That's correct. Low air pressure warning, stop and safely park. Question number 5. Why drain water from compressed air tanks? You need to remember that air brakes, they used air instead of hydraulic fluid, and sometimes in the air the water can condensate. That's why you need to drain it. Otherwise, the water can freeze in cold weather and again cause brake failure.
Brake failure.
Whenever you see this word brake failure, most probably it will be for you an indication that this answer is most probably correct. Okay? So you need to drain water because it can freeze and cause brake failure. Very good. Question number 6. Safety valve is set automatically when pressure is how much? Again, make an educated guess. Safety valve, something which protects you from extreme condition. Alright, so 150. So when the pressure gets to that point, if something happened and if your air compressor pumps the air into the system, it gets to that high point, then safety valve takes over and decrease the pressure into the system. Okay? Safety valve, it protects you when pressure is extremely high, because normal air pressure again is 125. When it gets 150, that's when safety valve is automatically starting working. Alright? Question number 7. Your truck has a dual air system, and one of the system loses its pressure. What will happen? If the pressure, if you start to lose pressure, probably your brakes won't be working properly. Again, the brake system, air brake system, is for you to safely slow down the vehicle and stop. If you lose the pressure, so one of your either front or back brake will not be fully operational. Okay. Question number 8. Parking or emergency brakes of trucks and buses can be legally held on by what type of pressure? Please pay attention. They can be legally held on, turned on by what pressure? By spring pressure.
Spring, no leaks.
Spring pressure. Your emergency brakes, they are operated, they are turned on, legally held on by spring pressure, not the air, not the fluid, spring. Held on, spring. Question number 9. If your truck or bus has dual parking control valves, you can use pressure from a separate tank to do what? Again, don't pay attention what the dual parking control valves is. Just remember, if you have this statement about dual parking control valves, just remember, this is some additional small tank with the extra air which you could use in the case of emergency. If the emergency brakes are on, that these valves, these dual parking control valves, enables you to release spring emergency brakes to move a short distance.
To move a short distance.
Just to move a short distance. It's not for regular operation. If something happened, that's what you need these dual parking control valves for. To release emergency brake and move just a short distance. Short distance. Separate tank, short distance.